Hello there, it's David. Welcome back to Cross Fitness, helping men and women get in the best spiritual shape of their lives, one workout at a time. Quick thought in this video that I'm calling the title deed of the earth. Okay, in my church, we're taking a deep dive through the book of Revelation. We're in Revelation chapter 5, most recently. And in this fascinating chapter, we kind of zoom in the throne room of God, to the throne of God, actually to the right hand of God. And in his right hand, there is a scroll, not just any scroll, but a scroll with 7 seals, okay? And I believe this is the title deed of the earth. I didn't just make that up. I've read a lot of theologians and Bible scholars about this, and many of them concur that this is what this is. So what is this looking? How do we know this? Well, in Jewish culture, and it helps so much to, I'm a Gentile, right? A non-Jew, and it really helps to take a Jewish perspective on understanding and interpreting some of the Bible. We are so indebted to the Jews, to Israel, who gave us the Bible, the church, and the Messiah, okay? So thank God for the Jews. God bless Israel. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem, as they're going through so much right now. But in that culture at that time, when John the Revelator was writing, it was traditional to, when you had the deed to a property, you would write it on a scroll, on one side of the scroll, and you would seal it with a single seal. Now, if the person defaulted on his payment on that property, the redemption price of the property would be written on the outside of the scroll, and 7 seals would be put on it, and they could not be broken until the redemption price had been fully paid, and then the title deed would return to the owner. So look at the magnificent symbolism we see here, okay? Now, all the way back in the Garden of Eden, Adam advocated the title deed that was given to him by God of the earth. We know this because in Genesis 1, God commands Adam be fruitful and multiply and have dominion over the earth. It's, at least metaphorically speaking, that he kind of gave him the title deed and the responsibility and the duty and the obligation to have dominion. But he gave that up when he ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And we know this because in Matthew chapter 4, Jesus, the second Adam, is being tempted from the devil, right? And he was taken to a high mountain and shown all the kingdoms of the world. And it's really interesting. The devil says, all these are mine. I can give them to whoever I want to. And he was trying to get Jesus to bypass and shortcut the cross, take an easy way out and worship him. And he said, I'll give all to you. Just worship me. Of course, Jesus resisted. And now we go all the way fast forward to the book of Revelation, chapter 5, where you've got this scroll. I believe, and many others do, that this is the title deed of the earth, symbolically represented by that scroll with 7 seals on it and the redemption price written on the outside of the scroll. And of course, we know that redemption price was Jesus' blood. How do we know this? Well, there was a cry in the book of Revelation, chapter 5, who's worthy to break the seals? And a search was made in heaven and on the earth and under the earth, and no one was found. And John began to cry until one of the elders said, don't cry, for one worthy has been found. The Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Root of David, has triumphed. And then we see the scene shift to a lamb, as if it were slain, with 7 horns and 7 eyes, and these 7 horns. The number 7 represents completion and perfection. The 7 horns represent complete and utter power, and Jesus and God, as God, is omnipotent or all-powerful. The 7 eyes represent his omniscience, all-seeing. And then the 7 spirits represents the omnipresence of God everywhere simultaneously. This is God, everybody. And Jesus, the Passover lamb, the Lamb of God that takes away the sin of the world, redeemed mankind, paid the redemption price with his own blood, redeemed the title earth, deed of the earth, and now he is worthy to break the seven seals. And of course, you are familiar with the Bible, know that this is the beginning of sorrows and the time of Jacob's trouble, the tribulation period, where the seven seals are broken, seven trumpets are sounded, and seven bowls of God's judgment are poured out during this horrific time on the earth as a judgment, the wrath of God poured out on unbelievers and Satan and the wicked and the evil and the vile and the immoral that hate God. And so, anyway, the title deed of the earth. I just want to encourage you, everybody, that we read the back of the book and we win. Before this thing's said and done, the devil's in the lake of fire along with the beast and the false prophet, and you and I are on a renovated earth in a new Jerusalem in a new body, and to be with God forever and ever and ever. It's just a magnificent thing. So you may be going through some stuff, but hold on. Christ is coming, just as he said he would. So hope this encourages you a little bit this morning. So God bless. For now, I'm David, your virtual mentor, reminding you that I'm always for you. I'm never against you. Take care.